We are here, we are here, we are here on this amazing day. Okay, everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis. Disclaimer, I'm not a professional. Please watch these videos at your own risk. These videos for entertainment purposes only. Thank you. Friends and family on Telegram. Families and friends will prosper. Let's pick up for business. Okay, guys, we are marking up EUR CAD. Start off on a monthly time frame. Let's head over to price to see what's going on. Price action. Last active candle. So if price goes up, we are looking price to break this area here. Price is already at the low, so we have a lowest point here. So we know if price does break this low area, we head it down to this area here. So let's take a look at what's going on in the market. So overall, near price action, we just in a huge consolidation. There's also patterns all over the place at the highs and the lows and back to the highs and retests. So overall, we just in a huge consolidation. Market is bouncing up and down. So we can just take it to level until we are able to see a full breakout. But just to give you a pattern of what's going on in this area above price. You see that market pushed up once, pushed up twice, pushed up 3 times at the retest, and the market sold, dropped 1 time. So it's coming from a triple top. Let's head down a weekly time frame to see what's going on. Let me go back. Also, what I'm gonna add here is the midpoint line. So let's add the midpoint. And then down to the weekly time frame. So near price, if you look above price for the highest highs where it came from, we can still clearly see that triple top. 1, 2, 3, retest, market drop once, twice, and then it pushed back up. So this would be some type of area consolidation here, top and bottom. So what it did when price got to the low, it actually formed a W. So we have that first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg retest. Market pushed up once, came back down to that doji. Market looked like it pushed up twice, came back down to this doji. Market pushed up third time within that consolidation and dropped. So we got a double bottom, triple top, market drop. Overall, 1, 2, retest, market 1, 2, 3, and market drop. So let's take a look at what's going on a daily time frame. So even with we're on a downtrend, you can clearly see, because if you look at price again, price action highs on this daily time frame, we can see multiple spikes up to the top. I'm not going to count this area, it's too far away. Just count what we see near price. So you see that market pushed up once, market pushed up twice, market pushed up 3 times, market pushed up 4, retesting this area. Market dropped down once, market dropped down twice. Average is 3, so it could push down again, and max is 4. So there's a chance that it can go to that lower low area that we've seen. In this market here, it could be an area, so we can see the market's consolidating. So it's some type of pattern forming. We'll be able to see that when we head down the lower time frame. Head down to the 4. So we have price action, highs, lowest lows. Put a midpoint in there. Take a look at this. I want to remove these lines. We're going to look for patterns. So there's a few patterns in here. So we have price, higher highs. So if it breaks this, we already know where we headed to. This area over here, lowest lows, Let's put a midpoint line in the middle. And the midpoint line helps out with dividing the market up from the top and bottom, so you makes it a little easier to see patterns. So what we see is right here. So the market came to this area here. We see a W, first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg, retest. Market pushed up multiple times, but I'm going to say one, retest two. So we got two pushes to the top, cap, market came back down, retest again. So we have a W, double bottom here. We have a double top here, retest. Market pushed down once at that retest, market pushed down twice at that bottom. So that was a decline W. And then once the market got here, we have a single bottom. So that's like the first leg, second leg, double bottom retest. Market pushed up once. So it did an incline W. And let's see what we got over here. Single top. So we only got one push to the top from that bottom. Market wasn't able to break. And then we had a retest. The market dropped one time and it came back up. So it's really not really forming anything. So it has to, I feel like after this area here, this is where the cutoff area at. So it's like this is the market's forming itself. So far, the pattern I see right here near price is a W. So I see that first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg, and we're looking for that retest. Retest could happen here and then break out, or it could break out and then retest could still happen on that higher end. But so we can clearly see that W forming. And if you want to count the wicks, you can see all the wicks dropping down. So it'll be like a, with the candles, counting the candles, a double bottom, but counting the wicks, you can see three pushes to the bottom, more like a triple bottom. So we can see that market's having a hard time breaking that area of lows, like it's working its way up. Let's head down the time frame, check out the 3. So we got a huge engulfing pattern before the previous pattern. So we can see that market is working its way up, but we have to see that market clear this area. So that means we're looking for a break and retest somewhere in this area. So we got a doji, which is an indecisive candle, showing that the market is very weak. And then we got an engulfing pattern showing that the market dominated. It dominated a lot. This candle dominated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles. And that's like the overall left side. And it also dominated all the wicks as well. So that candle is very dominant, showing us that the market is working its way up. The only thing that's going to turn this market around, if we get a doji and the market shows another some type of engulfing pattern, some type of pattern that market showing that the market is going to retest and go back down. But right now, at current time, market is looking like it's on that way up. Headed down to the 2. So we did get that retest. That's the market retesting right here. So if you count bring the wicks together and then bring that body together, we're going to lower time frame, probably could be like some type of either incline W or what they call this ascending wedge pattern. So that's the market like bouncing up and down in here. So that means we'll be looking for a breakout to the upside, breakout to the downside. If not, that market can still continue to consolidate. Headed down to the 1. And now we see that doji. So we got so when you read this market here, let's draw it back out a little bit, see what's going on. So yeah, market is working that way up for that W. We see that decline W in this area here. So we see that first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg retest. If it's a true W, market's going to work its way up. If not, then we know it's going down. If not, it's going to consolidate. But looking near price, this is so far we're looking at a double top and a retest. And that market could sell down from here. But we're going to see and say it's still being respected. It looks clean, like it's still an uptrend. So we really just got to wait for that pattern to form to the upside, downside, or it could either continue sideways. So if you get a blue engulfing pattern on my screen on this area of 1 hour, we know that the market is going up. Okay, we have another retest, so market's still indecisive. So 2 retests. We got double top, 2 retests. Everything still looked the same, just got extended on the side. Headed down to the 30. So something's going on here. So this is that market trying to create that momentum we see here. This could be the area where the market pushes up, and maybe not. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still an area of consolidation still. We see multiple retests. So still see that On an earlier time frame, we see a double top. I said it was double top and retest, but headed down to the time frame, this could be a triple top and multiple retests due to sometimes you go down a time frame. This area may be this candle wick may be a little higher, so this may be blended all in as a triple top, multiple retests. So we still waiting for that market to break up or break down. We already know that with these blue candles, we can see that incline clear. And also when you read the wicks is also in that incline as well. So that's that market like coming up for a double top, coming back down for a retest, and create momentum here, and then shoot back up. We looking for that market to break our resistance line. Let's head down to the 15. So we can see that W forming now. So that show that market look like it is going up for that true W uptrend. Let's see what we see. So we can see that we're coming from a single bottom here. So single bottom or incline double bottom. So it's counted as first, second, third, fourth, retest. Market pushed up once. There'll be another retest here, twice, retest, three times retest cap. Three pushes to the top. And like I said, in the earlier time frame, 35, I think I said 45 or 30-minute time frame, I said once we start going down the time frame, probably see multiple pushes to the top. So it will be considered more of a triple top. So you can see that market, if you count the wicks here, we've got a triple top, market pushed down. If you want to count the wicks, you can see that the market pushed up once, came back down. And if you count these overall, come back down. So it's like a double top, triple top in this area here. And then now we can see that market's forming. So if you look at price action, if you think about higher highs here, lowest lows here, and you put that midpoint where the line is at, that market don't always have to drop down after the double top of the retest. So what it's doing is you can see that that W is forming. So we have that first leg, second leg, third leg, and we're shooting up from that fourth. So we're still looking for that candle to fully break out and retest this area here and then shoot up. So when we know we're in that uptrend for sure is when price on the 15 minutes break resistance area, retest, and shoot up higher. Headed down to the 5. So the 5 is showing that double bottom as well, so we can see it here. So that area consolidation, we look for a pattern to form in this overall area consolidation in the price. We have that first, second, third, fourth. Markets at the retest of the midpoint line. So all we're looking for is some type of engulfing pattern or a pattern from Forex pattern cheat sheet showing that this market is going to push up. And if we see that market is going up, and after that, we'll be looking for that break and retest then to the next level, and the market's going up. If not, that market can still consolidate sideways, or if it can't break, the next pattern you'll see is it will be like an M pattern. So we'll be seeing like a first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg retest, market sold down. And you see instead of seeing a double bottom, you see at least 3 pushes to the top. The market is in a midpoint line where anything could happen where it could be a uptrend of a W or a M in the retest, the market selling down. But so far overall, the market look like we are in more W's than we are M's. So we are in that uptrend. Headed down to the 3. And now the market's coming out clear. It's multiple W's in this market as well. So we can see that price actions here. Let's head back over to the left-hand side. You can see that W at the low, first, second, third, fourth, retest, 1. And then that market came back down after that W. So if you want to look at it overall, it's more like first, second, third, fourth, retest. Market pushed up once, retest. Now market trying to push up twice. Okay, so average is 3, so it still have more time to push. And just now another candle just formed, and that candle is a look like it's more like an inverted hammer, and it's working its way up. It's actually engulfed the previous candle, except for the wick. So that market is working its way up. Headed down to the 1. See what's going on. More like a retest on a 1. But on a 1, this is a retest. It's actually a wedge pattern. There was an option for us to go down a lower time frame with a 1 into the second. You probably see a little bit of something. So you can see the retest is forming. You can tell it's a retest because last active candle, the wicks is having a hard time breaking. And then we can see that incline with all these wicks here. That's that market going into that wedge. So it's actually consolidating back and forth until we get that breakout upside, downside. So it's retesting the top of the resistance. All we're looking for is a pattern to form itself in this area. The market could be working its way up. But we know we're going to be sure that the market's going to go up in this after 1 minute time frame once the market start breaking this area of resistance. When that market can break, retest, and we going. Very important information, guys. Please review and study Forex pattern cheat sheet. Understand patterns in the market. For example, we have a double bottom. We have to understand when you see a W was forming, got that first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg. And we also got the break and retest. The market broke the resistance line here, came back to retest the resistance line. Or excuse me, market broke the support line, came back to retest the support line, turned to resistance. And then, or vice versa, support, market broke the resistance, and then the market turned, the SR line turned to support. And then we pushed up once, came back down, pushed up twice. Okay. Also, very important information, guys. Please understand a breakdown retest. What happens when the market is breaking an area of resistance? We're looking for that retest, that doji, or the market coming down all the way in full to that midpoint. And then in this area, we see an engulfing pattern. Push the market up after the retest. Okay, guys, this is EUR CAD. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your attention.